Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Solano College TV studio. On this segment of On Campus, I'm your host, Jaeden Smith, here with sophomore baseball player Cooper Hack.
How's it going?
Not too bad. So, Cooper, first, how did you arrive here at Solano Community College?
So my story is a little bit different than most people's, I would say. So originally I'm from Casper, Wyoming, which not a lot of people have even heard of that place. So it's a little bit bizarre to even get to say that. So I'm from the Midwest of the United States. I went to a school in Kansas out of high school, McPherson College. It's a 4-year school, NAIA, and when I went out there to play ball, I just wasn't getting a ton of opportunity with COVID and everything. There was a lot of games getting canceled. And honestly, I got there and all the juniors and seniors were 23, 22, 24-year-olds, right? They were all, it's a big jump. It was a big jump in talent. So I looked, after 3 semesters there, I looked out and I was trying to find a school to transfer to. And I just ended up knowing Coach Stover previously from summer ball in my hometown. He coached summer ball in my hometown, so I knew him, and I just hit him up to not come to school here, but just ask him how to start the process of how to transfer to another school or how to reach out to schools. And then he ended up just giving me, he blessed me with the opportunity to come out here to Solano. I took it because I was looking for a school. I left school, my other school, McPherson, in November, and I was looking for that new school just in the month of December before the spring semester had started. So if I didn't find a school to go to, I was just going to take an off semester, summer, and then try to find somewhere to go the next fall. So Solano gave me a great opportunity. I came out here, joined the team, and it was a little bit different experience because obviously coming out and joining a new baseball team, 17 hours away from home. I met a lot of good friends that I'm still friends with today, but honestly, we didn't mesh as a team completely. We ended up only winning 13 games last year, which we had a lot of fun and we got better, but obviously as a program, we would like to do much better. So.
Okay. So, being a sophomore on the team, a veteran, I would say, what would you have to say to those younger players who want to make the leap to playing here at Solano College?
It's a great opportunity. There's a lot of good people around here. You'll be surrounded with a good family environment. There was only 8 sophomores, including myself, so there's probably going to be 16 to 18 freshman returners next year, and they're all studs. They all got a lot of talent. So we improved our record this year. We think we won 17 or 18 games this year, which is much better than last year. We got 3rd place in the conference. So Solano is definitely on the uphill turn for baseball. Like we're starting to get much better, and it's a bright future, I would say.
That's great. So to flip it back on you a little bit, what really made you interested in playing baseball at a young age?
So that's throwing it back to when I was like 4 or 5 years old, just a young kid. Before I would let my dad or my mom even go to work when I was a kid, I would make them go out in our backyard and play catch with me or throw wiffle balls at me to hit. Or if they left without doing that, I would throw a little fit. Like I was being a little spoiled kid. But that is really where I fell in love with the game. And then some of my earliest memories were always at the ballpark, whether at Coors Field, watching whenever the Yankees would come to town. I have pictures of me as like a 4-year-old watching the Yankees play. So at Coors Field, and then there was a minor league team in my hometown also that every year for my birthday, which is on July 3rd, I would get to throw the first pitch. So every single year from the time I was like 6 until 12 probably, I was at the ball field throwing and just being around the game.
And just being around that environment really made you love the sport.
I fell in love with it.
That's great.
I haven't turned back.
That's great. So, being here on your second year, your final year, what do you have planned for after Solano? Are you going to keep playing baseball or?
Yeah, so my plans right now, I don't have I'm not committed to a school or know where I'm going, but I have been talking to a few other schools. I'm probably going to end up in the southern region of the country, Texas, Georgia, Florida, somewhere down there. That's where the schools I'm talking to currently are. But directly after this, I'm moving home and I'll play summer ball. There's a good summer ball league in my hometown, so I'll get the opportunity to do that and throw a lot of innings and further myself there before I go to another school.
And you'll be able to make it back home for a little while, too.
Right, and that'll be nice. I haven't been home for probably over 2.5 years for an extended period of time, so I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Speaking of those 2.5 years here at Solano, what would you have to say is your favorite moment that you have had here?
My favorite moment that I've had here, honestly, it's gonna sound kind of cliche, but doing this group communication class and growing the amount of people, the amount of support at the baseball games was probably the biggest thing for me, and because we were actually able to see like the difference, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We started averaging 20 people a game, and now by the end of the season we had over 100 people at the last game. So I think that's obvious. Like, you can see the difference in the numbers.
Oh, yeah.
And that was big to see.
Okay. So speaking of that group communication class, what was it like being on this side of the camera, being more on the studio side of things instead of being on the baseball field?
It's definitely different. I had to build confidence in a different way, learn how to talk in a different way, obviously. It put us in situations where we had never, our group specifically had never met each other at all before, like, we got put together. So we all had to come together, work from different ethnicities, different lifestyles, and really work together to make our project work. And I think we did that very well. So.
Okay, great. Well, okay, so once again, I want to thank my guest, Cooper Hack, for being on my show here on this segment of On Campus. I'm your host, Jaeden Smith, and thank you for watching.